Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my first Saturday video. I finally decided to have a set YouTube schedule. I'm going to be posting every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. For Saturdays, they're kind of my open day where I can talk about anything I want or show anything I want. And so for this first episode, I thought it would be like really awesome to talk about the Rick and Morty Season 3 opener that they showed on April Fools, and they have been playing, I think, all this past week at 10 o'clock on Cartoon Network. So when I originally heard about this, I thought it was just a prank, a very, very cruel prank, because the show doesn't actually premiere until this summer. It's either June or July, I can't remember, so if you do just a quick search, you'll figure it out. I have it on my calendar, I just don't know where my calendar is. And I managed to catch part of it with the loop because on April 1st, they had it on a constant loop for about 24 hours. So you could catch it halfway and then just wait for it to start again. And it was pretty awesome. I managed to finish watching it though a couple days later. I think my friend found a link somewhere. We watched it and it was great. I loved it. I was so excited. I wish they had shown more episodes, like, just the entire season. Why not, right? Anyways, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that. There is going to be spoilers, so if you don't want any spoilers, feel free to go, or if you've already seen it and you just want to listen to me talk for a couple minutes, you are more than welcome to stay. So as many of us suspected, the episode dealt with Rick breaking out of jail. Now, there were many theories that kind of suspected he would be broken out by someone else, particularly that bounty hunter that came out in that episode where Morty saves that, cloud-looking guy. I can't remember his name right now, I'm so sorry, but if you're a Rick and Morty fan, you know exactly who I'm talking about. But it doesn't end up being that case. Rick, being the smartest person in the universe, gets himself out without anybody's help. And so the episode kind of bounces back and forth in Rick, what's going on with Rick and what's going on with the family. So with Rick, in the beginning of the episode, Rick is shown to be inside a diner, kind of telling the family, and that's how I got out. But then a few seconds later, you realize that he's actually inside his own thoughts, and his prison keepers are trying to get him to reveal the secret of his portal gun. But Rick catches on real soon. He's like, what do you people want, basically? Meanwhile, in the real world, Jerry's all happy because with his Federation job, he's making a lot of money, but the currency in that whole system is pills. So he's getting a 6-figure pill income, which is great. Beth has become somewhat of alcoholic. Summer is pissed off at the whole situation, and Morty's just being Morty. And Beth wants nothing to do with her father. She just believes that he abandoned them on that little mini world, and she's just pissed off. But Summer, in the meanwhile, is like, no, Grandpa's great. We need to figure out how to break him out. Now, in the part about Rick where he's still in his mind, he's kind of taking the prisoner keeper, through his memories, and he's like, okay, fine, I'll show you, because in that memory is when we get to see his wife, and we get to see exactly why his wife passed away. But prior to that, they make a stop in a memory McDonald's because Rick really wants to eat Szechuan sauce. Now, you guys might not be familiar, but back in 1998 when Mulan came out, the Disney movie, McDonald's had this promotion where you could get the McNuggets with a limited edition sauce, which was a Szechuan sauce. And I actually do remember that sauce. It was pretty good. But a big theme of this episode is that darn Szechuan sauce. So they finally make it to his house. We, for the first time, get to see a middle-aged Rick. His hair is much shorter. He isn't all full of drool. He isn't drunk. And we get to see that he's really trying to figure out this whole, portal situation. And all of a sudden, another Rick shows up and he's like, listen, we can help you kind of figure out how it is because someone else has already figured it out. And one of the other Ricks already got it. And I guess he decided to go around letting all the Ricks know so they wouldn't waste time. And ironically, our Rick back then was like, no, you know what? I'd rather my family, because he realizes the portal gun means he's going to have a really lonely existence. And he says, nah, I'm good. You know what? I'm happy with the way my life is. And that future Rick that comes, he's like, okay, you'll see, you're going to want it. Back in the other world, Summer is going crazy trying to figure out how to get Rick out of prison. And Morty's like, you need to chill out. Rick doesn't care about us. You shouldn't care so much about Rick. Just let it go. And then Morty makes a really morbid comment about hey, if you want love from your real grandpa's in the backyard. Because if you guys recall, Rick and Morty aren't really in their own universe. They came to a universe where their counterparts died because Rick turned everyone into a Cronenberg in their own universe in C-137. And so, Summer's like, that's a really good idea. She digs up the dead Rick, finds his portal gun, a whole fight ensues because you're not supposed to have any illegal technology in the new Federation law that they've created, and they end up going back to C-137, where Jerry, Beth, and Summer are all kind of wild, and they hunt, and, you know, because they got abandoned in this Cronenberg world. It's while they're there that Jerry, like, the three of them are pissed off at Rick, so they don't want anything Rick related. They break the portal gun, and then one of the Ricks from the Citadel of Ricks shows up, and that's when Summer lets him know, like, hey, our Rick was taken by the Federation. He's like, well, that's no good. We have to save him. But by save them, they mean, like, kill him because, you know, he could give away secrets. In the meanwhile, Rick has escaped his memory by jumping into the body of the prison guard guy. And they don't notice. And he basically starts playing a hopscotch game of, like, jumping into bodies. He ends up jumping into one of the other Rick's bodies when the Rick SEAL team comes to get him. He kills all the other Ricks, makes it back to the Citadel. In the Citadel, Summer and Rick are being held by the other Ricks. A whole humongous fight ensues. Rick teleports the entire Citadel of Ricks right into the Federation, and so Ricks and Mortys are being killed left and right. Our Rick is just wreaking havoc because he's pissed off. Then there's a showdown where you think he's going to let Summer get killed. He doesn't. Morty shoots Rick, but it was all part of the plan, except Morty didn't realize it was part of the plan. And then not only does he get that, you know, Federation, like, space station destroyed, he just ends up destroying the entire Federation by taking their economy from 1 to 0. And, you know, if there's no money, how do you pay for stuff, right? So he ends up back, and Jerry's had it. He's like, either you guys pick me or Rick. And the funny thing is that as soon as Beth sees Rick, she's like, never leave me again, please. And he's like, I won't. And so Jerry's like, I'm done. It turns out that Jerry's gonna divorce Beth, but we'll see. I have a feeling that he's just having, like, a temper tantrum. And then at the very, very, very end of the episode, we kind of see that Rick always had ulterior motives, and it's like the most random thing that it could be, but it's the Szechuan sauce. Rick just really wants this McDonald's Szechuan sauce. So Beth tells Rick, like, you can do whatever you want. Go on all the adventures with Morty you want. And so Rick just snaps at the end of the episode. He's got, like, Morty cornered, and he's like, I don't care if it takes 9 seasons to get this sauce. We're going to go on these adventures. We're going to find the sauce. And your dad crossed me and the Federation crossed me, so I got rid of them. And now no one's going to stop us from going on our adventures. And just Morty's just mortified. Like, you see poor Morty pinned to the ground, like, freaked out. And Rick is, like, ravenous, and saliva's just, like, dropping from his mouth. And it's just hilarious because you get to see, like, yeah, Rick really doesn't care about anyone but himself. Although, in his defense, we do see in his memory that essentially another Rick killed Diane. And the weird thing is that they also killed Beth. So it really begs the question of where the hell did he get that Beth? And is that even, was C-137 even his reality? Because you clearly see a portal opening, a bomb dropping, and Diane and Beth are just obliterated. Although he does sort of make a comment that it was sort of like a manufactured memory. So there's a lot of questions open now. Is he from C-137? Is that his Beth? Did Diane and Beth both die, or was it just Diane and for some reason he just threw Beth into the mix? Like, how many universes has our Rick sort of, like, gone and replaced other Ricks that have died? It's just, as always, this show has a lot more Easter eggs than we kind of pay attention to. So now I have a lot more questions because that really made me curious, because we both noticed that, yeah, like, Beth is obliterated, like, she's gone. So what does that mean? You know, what does it mean, you guys? I'm like, I want to see it so bad. But the episode was great. It's typical Rick and Morty quality. You know, the writers didn't really go that crazy. We got to see exactly what we were looking for. We get to see that Rick is still just, you know, he's Rick. Rick gets what he wants, and he'll do whatever it takes to get it. Some people are speculating that this isn't actually the episode, that it was kind of just like a special April Fool's episode, and that the episode will be different. I hope it isn't. I really loved it. I also sort of hope that McDonald's decides to bring back the Szechuan sauce just because it was mentioned so many times in this episode of Rick and Morty. But we'll see. I mean, you never know. It sucks that there's still so many months left. But I'm just excited because I really miss Rick and Morty, and I feel like it's taking a lot longer than it should for there to be a new episode, but it was there. If you guys are interested, I'm not going to post any links because I'm sure any links that I find are for websites that shouldn't have the episode up, but you guys are more than free to go ahead and do your own little search. I don't know why I went like this, like there's going to be something below. There really isn't. Go ahead and do your own search. You'll find it. Watch it. Let me know what you think. This video was pretty much just me breaking down what the episode was and making a few comments. I just really felt like talking about it. I think it was great. I'm going to give that episode like a 5 out of 5. It did not disappoint. Everyone fulfilled their roles like they needed to. I hope Jerry really doesn't go away because I like his character. I like how he's like a squeamish little worm that just isn't really good for anything at all. It was really great. Anyways, you guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments below if you saw the episode. What did you think? Did it live up to your expectations? Were you hoping it was something different? Did you hope someone else saved Rick, or are you happy that Rick saved himself? Please consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!